ever catch yourself thinking, wow, she has it all, or her life is so together? For every girl you see and think that, another girl is looking at you thinking the exact same thing. Welcome to This Is For Us. My name is Noël, and between my own life's journey and working with hundreds of women, I've realized we're all way more alike than we think. We share the same struggles, the same emotions, and we're not meant to do it all alone. Think of this podcast as a safe space to be yourself and get real, like those talks where you go to your best friend for advice. I'm here to remind you that you are irreplaceable and it's time to start acting like it. We're all just trying to figure it out, and we can change the narrative of feeling alone. This is for you. This is for me. And this is for us.
Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of This Is For Us. If you are an avid listener of this show, you know that this episode is coming out a day late. For the past year and a half, episodes have come out on Monday morning. And this week, for the first time in a year and a half of my life, that did not happen. And I'm sitting here talking to you now, and I kind of want to tell you a little bit of a backstory. I also want to tell you that every single episode that I record is very real and raw and transparent because that's just me. But this one is about to be like, holy shit, she's really telling it. So right now, as I'm talking to you, I am sitting in my car, in my driveway, literally just sitting in my car, my driveway with a beer in these same clothes that I wore all day yesterday. And I slept in them, got up this morning, came downstairs, went immediately to the computer, worked all effing day, like barely even stood up except to refill my coffee. I don't even know if I peed today, if I'm being completely honest with you. And yeah, I have been working my ass off. I have been under an immense amount of stress. And last night, which was Sunday night, I was sitting there. And I've just had a lot going on my other business side of life, on the diamonds side. And it was late last night, and I was sitting there with a lot of people who work with me, literally having a conversation. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it hit me that I hadn't recorded an episode this week. And if I'm being honest with you, I had completely forgotten. And tears started pouring down my face. And I just started sobbing because in that moment, and I just couldn't control myself, like in front of all of those people who, I love, and, it's fine, but it still was embarrassing and it sucked. And I just started sobbing because I was like, what a failure. For a year and a half, you have done this. You have devoted yourself to this. And you're going to get a little stressed and a little overwhelmed, and you're going to forget about something that you freaking love so much and that you've worked your ass off for. You're just going to forget. And in that moment, it was way too late. My podcast producer, who is truly an angel from heaven, just one of the greatest people on this planet, she has always turned things around for me in like no time. But this point, it was almost midnight. Like, it was too late. The damage was done. It was over. And I just was like, oh my God, Noël, you've done it. You failed. You have effing failed. Like, you've really done it this time. And, the thing is that I was just sitting in there. I finally got myself up from the table in the clothes that I've had on for now. I guess, I don't even know how many hours we're going on. I probably will change my clothes to go to sleep, if I'm being honest. Obviously haven't showered, have done nothing. But, I did get up. I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram story, but I went outside. It was about to pour the rain, thunderstorm. The trees were bent over, blowing. And I was like, you know what? I need to get myself out of this house. I went to the church parking lot, walked half a mile, came home, ate my favorite thing from Cancun. They call it pollo con queso. It's like the chicken, rice, and cheese. And everybody else calls it the ACP. But anyway, so sat and ate that, started drinking beer. My, again, amazing podcast producer, who has now become a dear friend, she messaged me again checking on me because she knows that something has to be wrong, that I haven't done this, and motivated me to get the F up and go and do it. So you know what I did? I got my beer. My husband is in the house making, his meal prep for work. And I'm like, F it. I'm getting in the car. I'm just going to talk to y'all. And so I sat my ass down in the parking lot with the rain. Y'all can probably hear the rain pouring, with this beer in my driveway, and just being real and honest and telling you the shit that is going on. Because if it's going on for me, then I bet that it's going on for somebody out there. And the thing is that I know that some of y'all are sitting out there going, Noel, it's really okay. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. You're recording a podcast a day late and life happens, shit happens. It's just a day, it's really not that big of a deal. But to me, it is a big deal. And to me, I have failed. And I know that in the grand scheme of life, it's fine. And I'm going to be fine. And the thing is that we're all going to be fine. When we mess up, when we do bad shit, when we forget things, we all know we are going to be fine. But sometimes we don't need a pep talk. I don't need somebody to try and make me feel better because I know that I failed and the feeling is shitty and I hate that I did that. And I feel really disappointed in myself right now. And am I going to be fine tomorrow? Yeah, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be okay. And can I do better moving forward? Yes. And you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be such a procrastinator. But if I'm getting even more honest, I only record podcast episodes when I feel it, when it speaks to me, like when the hair on my arm stands up. And this week, I've just, again, I'm not trying to like make my life any harder than anyone else's, y'all. But all of our lives are hard. We all get stuck in shit. And I have had a tough week. And the hair on my arms has not stood up. It hasn't. And so I forgot. Nothing spoke to me. So therefore I didn't do it. And therefore I feel like a failure. And therefore I'm not going to give anybody a pep talk because I don't want one. I failed. And that's what it is. And maybe tomorrow I'm going to want a pep talk. And maybe tomorrow you're going to want a pep talk. But for right now, this is just me saying that at least I'm sitting out here in my 48-hour-old clothes, my dirty ass hair, parked in my driveway, drinking a beer, trying to make it better, and at least I still showed up. And you're going to show up, and we're going to show up, and maybe we're not perfect. Maybe we didn't do it perfectly, and maybe I don't even have anything profound to say to you right now. But the thing is that I love you all, and I appreciate you, and this is a dream of mine. It's a dream of mine that I don't want to let go of, because when I am hanging out with you, the hair on my arms does. So my phone won't stop ringing. Again, just y'all, this is the most fully transparent episode ever. But what I was trying to say before my phone rang again is the hair on my arms. It didn't stand up this week. And that's okay. Every single week just can't be magical and perfect. And maybe that's the point this week, is that sometimes, just like just now, my phone rang, and I'm going to be honest, I lost my train of thought. I don't even remember what I was saying, so I don't even know if I picked it up correctly. But the thing is that everything can't always be perfect. And sometimes showing up is literally the only thing that we have. And even if we feel like we're failing or that we've done a bad job, we're still allowed to keep going, and we're still allowed to try and make up for it and try to do better next time. So if there is anything in your life that you have been feeling like that also, like you're behind, or that you have forgotten something else, or that you're failing, or that you should be doing better, or just any of those things, just know that you are not the only one. And I am sitting here feeling like that too. So if you and me are feeling that way, then how many other people are feeling that way? And there's also someone sitting here hanging out with us right now that's really freaking killing it in life. And you were just on cloud 9. And oh my God, how happy I am for you. Like, that is so freaking amazing for you. And actually, you probably have even turned the episode off because you're like, I'm not letting this bitch get my energy down, which, amen. Don't. I don't want to drag anybody's energy down. Like, I want to cheer for you and be like, hell yes. Kill it. Yes. And the thing is that maybe next week I'm going to be in that headspace. But today I am in the 48-hour clothes, drinking a beer in my driveway in the pouring rain, dirty hair, dirty socks, headspace. That's where I'm at. So again, I don't know. Let's just give ourselves a little bit of space to breathe, maybe drink a beer, reset, take a deep breath, take some freaking Advil, I don't know, and try again. And today was just about no bullshit, No, like, oh, everything is messy. Everything is hard. It's going to be all right. It is going to be all right. It is. We all know it's going to be okay. But sometimes you just need someone to say, you know what? Yeah, that was shitty. That sucked. And that's what it is. This is me saying, yeah, that was shitty. That sucked. And just being honest with how I'm feeling right now. And just to say, thank you for being here. Sometimes I sit and have no clue if anybody is even listening to me. And I guess I'm asking a little bit for a favor. If you are still here with me, and if this podcast means something to you, if you enjoy it, please send me a message. Like, I could honestly really use it right now, because more than anything, I want to continue growing this, because, you know, I want to create something in This Is For Us that I think needs to exist. And that is friendship, that is community, that is realness, that is women who want to be there for each other and who want real friends, like a place of belonging. That's what I want, and that's what it is. And the thing is that I know the hair on my arms is going to stand up again. Thinking about you all sitting here listening to this actually does make the hair on my arms stand up. And I love you all. I appreciate you. And this was not meant to be negative at all today. It was just meant to be a friendship talk, not a pep talk, just a no bullshit. Here I am. This is what it is talk. So thank you for spending this time with me. I love you so much. I would love to know if you're still here and if you're listening and if this means something to you. And yeah, I promise you I will be back and I will talk to you next week.
Thank you so much for listening. I know you could be doing anything in the world right now, so the fact that you've chosen to spend this time with me means everything. If this episode resonated with your heart, or if you have a topic you'd like me to touch on, please shoot me a DM on Instagram at Noel Roberts Coley. I'd love to hear all about it, and thank you personally for listening. If you want to know how to support the podcast, I'd be forever grateful if you'd share it with a friend and leave me a 5-star review. Until next time, please remember that we're all just trying to figure it out. We're in this together, and this is for us. I'll see you soon.